Today's video was going to start out with me saying, guys, please have faith, pray, whatever you're going to do to help me have a good investor meeting, because I'm about to go walk into the building and have a meeting and pitch to a potential investor. Well, he called me, actually he texted me 10 minutes before I was supposed to be there, fully dressed, had nice clothes on, had a nice watch, nice shoes. I was ready to go in there and pitch and win this man over and get him on the company FitX. And he texted me 10 minutes out and he was like, well, I'm not going to be able to make the meeting today. And so I was like, for about 10 minutes I let it get me down, and I started thinking, is my time that valuable? Because I spent all day planning for this and it took him less than 10 minutes to like make other plans or have plans changed or something else going on. And so how I want to start off this video is by saying, don't let the circumstances around you define who you think that you are. Just because something like that happens does not mean that my time is not valuable. If I had a belief in my head that my time was not valuable just because meetings and schedules didn't align and didn't work out, then that would make me work a little less hard, because I would feel a little less valuable. I would feel like I've already pre-evaluated myself as being less valuable than these other people that I'm talking to, and my time is less valuable than theirs. And so I could be holding the limited belief that my time is not that valuable. And if I'm harboring that belief in my head, number one, I'm going to feel pretty bad about myself. And subconsciously in the back of my head, that's going to be there, just holding me back from moving forward in life. And number two, people are going to feel that energy on me when I come into meetings that my time is not that valuable, because if I don't feel like my own time is that valuable, because of past meetings getting messed up, all that sort of stuff, and I led that to believe me, and I led that to make me believe that my own time is not valuable, then in the future it's going to cause other people to think that my time is not valuable. So I'm getting rid of that belief right now that my time is valuable. My time is very valuable. Maybe not everyone sees it yet, but my time is, in fact, very valuable. So I encourage you guys right now today, if you have some sort of limiting belief with something in life, whether it is fitness related or career related or anything really, related to going on dates, related to getting a partner, like whatever your limiting belief is, think about it. Think about beliefs that you have that aren't necessarily true, but are subjective thoughts based off of your past and how some people maybe have treated you in the past. And because so many people treated you in this way, you took it as, that's who I am, I'm not that valuable, my time's not that valuable, and it's not at all true. It's not at all true, but it gets in your head, it gets you down, and it gets you stuck from ever really moving forward and seeing what you're really potentially capable of. Another limiting belief that's really easy for me to hold on to is, ever since I was 13, I've tried to start companies, I've pursued acting, I've went after all these things. I was actually pursuing modeling at one time. I've pursued acting, I've pursued modeling, I've tried to start several companies, and I've gotten so close so many times to being very, very successful, and every single time I just get right there, and it just doesn't quite happen. I don't quite break through that wall and get to where I need to be. And so I could easily have the limiting belief, and I probably do a little bit in the back of my head, in my subconscious, that I never quite make it. I always get right there, and then the brakes hit, and I slow down, and things are over, and it's time to move on to the next big thing. And right now I'm cutting that belief off. I'm not that right there guy. I'm that guy that's learned a lot of stuff over time and maybe was not in the right place at the right time, but I am right now, because there's no point in harboring some sort of belief that I'm that guy that just never gets exactly where he's going, but gets right there and no one ever sees it. So I challenge you, I encourage you guys right now to take at least 2 limiting beliefs, get rid of them, change the negative into a positive. So if, for example, you believe that your time is not valuable, your time is very, very valuable. As of right now, your time is valuable. Go out there and act like your time is valuable. Go out there and show people that your time is in fact valuable. Also, second limiting belief, another example, also these are my limiting beliefs as well. So second limiting belief is I never quite make it. I never quite can get there where I'm trying to go, no matter what career it's in, no matter what I'm building, what I'm working on. I never quite get there. I get so close, but I don't quite get there. I feel like for me, those are two big limiting beliefs that are holding me back in life, and so maybe having it on camera and just dropping it off on camera can really help me let go of these things. So maybe you guys should do the same. Get on camera and say, I'm dropping these limiting beliefs right now. They are gone, out of here. With that, I'm going to go ahead and head to the gym. I will see you guys there. So I am going to attempt to cover everything that you need to know about building muscle, not being a skinny little boy anymore, like in this one single video. Hopefully I will achieve that. It's not going to be easy. So to start out, we are going to be talking about putting yourself on a daily caloric surplus. If you want to gain weight, if you want to bulk, if you want to get bigger, if you want to build muscle, if you want to not be a skinny little dude anymore, you need to be on a caloric surplus on a daily basis. So first of all, you need to find your caloric maintenance and then add 200 to 300 calories on top of that daily and stay at that calorie range every single day. So we are using the example of a 200-pound male with a relatively fast metabolism, most likely like you probably have. So his caloric maintenance is going to be 2,900 calories. So our surplus is going to be 200 calories. That's going to put us up to 3,100 calories total. So when you are bulking, contrary to popular bro belief, you really don't need that much protein. You don't need 1.5 times your body weight. You don't need 2 times your body weight. All you really need is 0.8 to 1.2 times your body weight in protein. So our guy weighs 200 pounds. So he's going to be taking exactly 1.0 times his body weight in grams of protein. So he's going to have 200 grams of protein a day. That's all he needs to put on mass. That is all he needs. He doesn't need to go over 1.0. If you like protein, if you really like to eat protein a lot, you can go up to 1.1 or 1.2. So next we're going to calculate up the fats. So you want about 20 to 30% of your calories on a bulk to come from fats. So 20% of 3,100 calories would be 620 calories. If you divide that by 9, which is the number of calories that equate to 1 gram of fat, and you get 69 grams, 620 divided by 9, 69 grams of fat for our boy, let's just call him Charles. Charles, a 200-pound male that's looking to get a lot bigger because he can't eat enough because his metabolism is super fast, and he whines about it all the time. So we have 200 grams of protein and 69 grams of fat. So how many carbs does that leave us with? Now, we're going to get the carbs from the rest of the calories we have left. And since we've spent 800 calories on the 200 grams of protein, because 200 times 4 is 800, and yeah, one carb, 1 gram of protein, they're both 4 calories. So 1 gram of protein, 4 calories. 200 grams of protein is going to be 800 calories. So 800 plus 620 does actually in fact equal 1420. So we take our total bulking surplus calories of 3,100 and minus 1420, and it gives us 1680. So we have 1680 calories left to give to our carbohydrates. So if you divide 1680 divided by 4, that gives us 420 grams of carbs. Now, to end this off, let's talk about fiber. The minimum amount of fiber that you want to get on any given day is 10 to 15 grams per 1,000 calories. So if you have 2,000 calories, you want to make sure that you don't go under 20 grams of fiber. So 2,500 calories, 20 to 30 grams of fiber. 3,000 calories, 30 to 35 grams of fiber. That is sort of like the floor of the amount of fiber that you need to get when you're bulking. The ceiling, or the max amount of fiber that you want to get when you're bulking, is about 20% of your total carbs. So take 420 and get 20% of 420. That would give you your absolute max of carbs, 84 grams. So if you're around 420 carbs and your calories are around 3,100 calories, you would absolutely not want your fiber to go over 84. Like, if you go over 84, you're going to be crapping all over yourself, you're going to be farting all over yourself, you're going to be like it's just going to be bad, it's going to be nasty, it's not going to be fun. You won't be able to go on a date without farting on your date. Like, hey, so do you lift? You don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. So when you go out on those dates, make sure to keep it minimal on your fiber, dude. Like, just keep your fiber down to around like 25 or 30 grams. 30 grams. Don't go to 25 grams if you're at 3,100 calories. 30 grams of fiber when you go out on dates. If you want to be all crazy and stuff, go up to 40, 50, but don't go past 84 for God's sakes. So for your bulking macros for 3,100 calories, we have 200 grams of protein, we have 69 grams of fat, and we have 420 carbs. Those are hypothetical bulking macros for a 200-pound male that has a relatively fast metabolism and is looking to gain weight at about a couple pounds per month. I'm really sorry, guys. Whenever I'm doing voiceovers, my little MacBook and my little hard drive, my Seagate hard drive that is attached to, just starts humming really loud because it just doesn't like me doing voiceovers for some odd reason. Anyways, back to the commentary. In the gym, you need to be progressively overloading every single day and every single week over the months and over the years. And that is what is going to build the muscle over the years. With the caloric surplus of 200 to 300 grams of calories over maintenance per day, you need to be progressively overloading in the gym. Now, there are several ways to progressively overload, and I'm about to mention every single one of them. Number 1, most common, increase weight. Number 2, increase reps. Number 3, add more sets. Number 4, perform better form, slower, really focus on your reps, your contractions. Number 5, increase range of motion. Number 6, decrease rest time between sets. Number 7, increase intensity. So get angry, think about all your problems in life, think about the people you don't like, think about the people that have hurt you, put that into your workouts, get intense. Number 7, increase frequency. Basically what that means is hit the same body parts more times per week. Number 9, adding relative strength. Basically, relative strength means no matter what your body weight is, your strength has increased relative to that body weight. So if you weigh 180 and then you drop down to 170 and you still bench the same amount of weight, you've increased your relative strength, which is going to allow you to build more muscle in the long run. Last but not least, change tempo. That means basically slow down every portion of your rep. Slow down on the way up, slow down on the pause, slow down on the way down. Really focus on the tempo. Really focus on the concentric portion of the motion, which is coming upward or coming inward to the rep. Really focus on the isometric portion of the rep, which is the contraction, the pause. Really focus on that pause, that squeeze. And last but not least is the eccentric of the rep, which is going to be the release. Slow it down. Slow down on the descent of the rep, the eccentric. And with all this knowledge, all these tips, you could build as much muscle as you could ever possibly want, but you actually have to go into the gym and do it. You can ask as many questions as you want to and say that you can't gain weight because you're not eating enough, but you need to go into the gym and actually do the work, actually find out what your caloric maintenance is, put yourself on a caloric surplus, and get it done. Alright, are you guys ready to conclude this video? Because I'm ready to conclude this video. One thing that I know for certain is that if I don't make a crazy interesting thumbnail that's just like captivates you guys into like click and put some sort of crazy title, then you guys will not click. And I know how good my title is depending on how many views I get. And the thing is, I'm not after the views, but if you guys don't vote my video, then that means that it can't help you guys because you're not going to click it. So for that reason, I'm going to think of the most crazy, insane title for this video. It's going to be something like From Little Boy to Call Me Daddy. And the thumbnail is going to be like a picture of me when I was 12 and a half. No, I had 12 and a half inch arms and I was 13. To me now with my pump yesterday with around 18-inch arms. So I went from little boy Jordan to Call Me Daddy Jordan. Yeah. So that's gonna be the thumbnail. That's gonna be the title and the thumbnail. I'm gonna do my best to make the entitle. I can't even talk. I'm sorry. Jordan is dyslexic. I'm going to do my absolute best to make the entire title very enticing. It's going to be something like how to build lots of mass, how to build massiveness, how to build massive arms, how to be massive, how to be a bull mastiff, how to build massive amounts of muscle. Or here's a good one. From little boy to call me daddy. Build massive physique. Build physique. See shredded posing and nipple rubbing, because that would get so many views, because a lot of people do come, in fact, to YouTube to watch men pose. They do. I don't make videos for that reason, and I don't give two shits about that, but if I want a video to get lots of views, if I put my O3 Cobra in the title, or if I put physique update or flexing or something like that in the title, I know that I will get a lot of views off of those two titles. But you can only do so much off of those two titles. So we're going to come up with a very interesting title, because this video has a lot of advice in it that could help a lot of you guys that ask me, Jordan, how can I get bigger? I'm skinny. I can't build muscle. I can't seem to eat enough. Well, I've answered all those questions in this video, and I'm clickbaiting your ass into this video so that you listened to it and you watched it. You know, the funny thing is, all these videos that I get you guys to click on, the ones that I really put crazy titles and thumbnails on, they're gonna get disliked by my little army of dislikers. So to go ahead and contradict those dislikes that are probably gonna come in, like the ever-living shit out of this video. And not only that, but take all the advice that I just gave you, go into the gym, bust your ass, make some gains, eat a lot of food, put your ass on a caloric deficit, take your ass to the gym, and get bigger. Build some size. Don't complain anymore about how skinny you are and how you can't eat enough food, because, like, literally, I can eat enough food in one day to gain 10 pounds. But that's me. I am, I eat like a fat ass. I like food. I'm a foodie. With that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. Don't procrastinate. Start building muscle today. It's going to be easy. Just go to the gym. Get a freaking bicep and tricep workout in today. Go to the gym. Work your arms. Get a bicep, tricep workout in. Eat a lot of food. Go on a caloric surplus. You can find that by finding your maintenance. You can find your maintenance by recording your calories on a daily basis and seeing what happens to your weight. It's really quite simple, guys. I'm concluding this video now. All love. Comment if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to make me make a video on something else. I'm going to stop rambling and like stuttering and all this stuff. I'm overly excited. When Jordan gets overly excited, he rambles, he becomes dyslexic. It's crazy. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. All love. Like the damn video. Bye-bye.